Hi traders, welcome to this pre-weekly review of July 13th as we look at the pound and the Canadian dollar with our live analysis. Before we dive into that, guys, just a quick heads up on last week's market. Commodities were up as investors sought safe havens and stocks finally took a bit of a fall. The US S&P 500 here showing you quite clearly a previous resistance line around about 1971, and now we've had an initial breakout there which has started to retest that 1971 mark yet again. So you want to keep an eye here because indeed a lot of the times after resistances are retested, the drop will continue. Moving on to the actual analysis for this week's review, we have started with the pound dollar here on a daily chart. Last week's UK data wasn't that great, and there is no clarity for now as to when they will increase interest rates. So this channel here just coming off the top resistance mark just before 1.72 levels, and now we start to drop around about 171 levels. You can see here the next real support line there right below 170, and if we zoom in now on a 4-hour chart, we can see the breakout taking place here. You'll notice the MACD has started to cross from above to below the average line, and this blue line showing you that initial breakout. If the breakout continues, then obviously there'll be a lot more selling pressure here. We may expect a small retest just above 171, but so far so good for those of you looking to go short on this. When we put the pound against the Canadian dollar, the CAD has also been quite an interesting currency pair recently, and we have interest rates in Canada this week. We can see a daily chart ranging market here quite clearly between 1.8 levels and 1.86 levels there, so just really ranging up and down. There has been a lot of buying recently on the GBP CAD pair, so we're either going to see a lot more bearish markets coming here if we break below 1.80, or a lot more bullish momentum if we break above 1.86. So it's a 600 pip range there for you guys. And if we zoom in on this pair, we can actually see even closer what this range is actually sort of turning into. We're going to draw you a baseline here on the bottom, and also a baseline coming from the top. You can see here less buying pressure and less selling pressure, so meeting each other in the middle there, which usually takes us to a make or break type scenario. Basically the focal point will aim towards the 82 level, and from these areas obviously the market will determine quite clearly where you should enter into your trade. Hopes that was helpful. Guys, before we leave you, this week there is a lot of news coming out on these pairs we've just discussed. Of course, it goes without saying that on Monday the ECB president will be speaking. Tuesday, Bank of Japan conference, and then of course you have Bank of England Governor Carney speaking. Wednesday is the much awaited Canada interest rate decision and press conference, which will surely move that pound CAD pair. And Thursday we have US unemployment data. So do have a great week and trade safe, guys.